Tonight we are talking about Facebook beginning to stream movies on its website.
Very interesting. The social media giant will begin offering movie rentals for a fee. A rental will cost $3 and users can pay for it directly on the site. The first movie for rent, Dark Knight from Warner Brothers.
Now Facebook says that more titles are coming and soon users will be able to purchase the movies as well. Joining us now is tech expert Shelly Palmer. Thanks for coming in tonight, Shelly.
How you doing?
All right, so is there an advantage to renting movies from, say, Facebook as opposed to Netflix or some of the others?
It's interesting that you asked that. I don't know that there's an advantage to anyone in particular, but it's a new environment to rent movies, and you can do a lot of things on Facebook at the same time, like you can chat with your friends, post on their walls. Facebook says that it will be fully functional while you're watching the movie, so this may be kind of a new way to experience and consume movies. So we'll see if the consumers like it. We'll see if Facebook users like it.
You can imagine all the activity going on while the movies play. We just mentioned now that users will be able to pay for the movies with Facebook credits. How is that going to work?
Facebook credits are a very well understood currency. There are 600 million registered Facebook profile pages. Everybody who's on Facebook understands how that works. It's basically equivalent to cash. It's about $3 for the movie, and we'll see. It seems like a reasonable rental. It's a 48-hour period. You can kind of use the movie anytime during that period. We'll see if people like it.
All right, so Warner Brothers, the first major movie studio to release titles to Facebook, I guess you can imagine if this goes well, we'll see other studios?
Absolutely. No, there's no question about it. Look, the movie companies were afraid of VHS tapes back in the day, but once they figured out they could make millions of dollars, they are looking for any way that they can sell you a movie, so they'll be so excited to sell you a movie on Facebook, and they'll all follow suit. But this is a test. We'll see if people like it.
Yeah, well, listen, we know Facebook has, what, 600 million registered users right now, and access to such a huge market. What is this going to do to others online? Like, for example, we mentioned Netflix.
It's a net negative for Netflix in the long run, but not right now. Today, Netflix is invulnerable. And by the way, people tend to like to go to dedicated sites to do dedicated things. You go to Netflix to watch movies. You go to Hulu to watch network television on your computer. You go to YouTube to watch videos. You don't really think of Facebook that way. Facebook is where you go to interact with your friends. So I don't think Netflix is going to have a really bad day over this, although their stock did take a little bit of a hit. But I don't think it's a long-term problem. The question becomes, is this the way people will prefer to get their movies?
Right.
And if that happens, Netflix could have a, kind of an issue with it.
Yeah, or retool. Who knows what they can do.
All right, meantime, the new iPad goes on sale this Friday. Thousands of the old version are being offered on eBay for somebody who wants an iPad. Should they look for a second-hand one? What do you think?
Oh, okay, that's a really easy one. Look, iPads will do exactly what they do for a very long time. And iPads do not hold their resale value the way that iPhones have held their resale value on eBay. They're going for fairly cheap. In fact, even some of the big box retailers have been running sales on the iPads they have in stock. So if you can get a cheap one right now, there's no reason not to buy it. Now, what I will say is this. If you own an iPad, and you are wanting the iPad 2, you better understand all you're getting is a two-way camera, two cameras on the thing, and it's a little faster, which you will not necessarily notice, and it's thinner and lighter. So iPad 1s do not need to be sold right now. They work fine and are going to work fine. Unless you need the video chatting, this is just an incremental increase in the capabilities of the unit. They're still great, and if you can get them cheap, go get them.
Okay, so I'm going to hold on to mine then, right?
Absolutely, why not? Well, Ernie, do you do a lot of video chatting?
No. So who needs it, right?
Might start now,
well, you know what? If you want to
start,
the iPad 2 is going to work for you. Otherwise, the one you have is going to work just fine.
Okay, I'm tweeting now, so how's that?
It's perfect.
I'm having fun with it. All right, Shelly Palmer, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Fun as always.